Hey, what is up, guys? It is Card Shuffler 99 here, and today we are basically going to put together Will Tsai's trick on America's Got Talent. He basically did a teleporting coin trick, which he would change to rose petals. So we're going to try to put that together today. Now, feel free to check out all the links down in the description, and if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe to Card Shuffler 99 for all reveals on America's Got Talent. And anyway, let's get straight into the reveals. So, one of the most important things to note when it comes to Magic is that everything happens for a reason. Now, obviously, he had to perform this specific trick on stage for a reason. Now, he couldn't, if he were to do this up close, he would have done it. Now, obviously, any card trick or coin trick is going to be, much more powerful up close. Now, if you didn't know, Will is basically taking, a page out of Shin Lim's book, which is basically performing magic with music up on stage. And now, obviously, there's got to be something up with what he's using. He wouldn't intentionally perform a magic trick on stage with a camera if he didn't have to. Everything is done for a reason. And what does this mean? What does this imply? This basically implies that there's something up with the materials he has. This could be with the table. It could be with the coins. So at this point, it's kind of what is he doing that forces him to perform this up on stage rather than up close like every other magician performs on America's Got Talent. So, really quick, why don't we give a little bit of background on Will Tsai. So, Will is basically, he works for a company known as Sans Minds, very popular for their gimmicks. Now, this basically gives something huge away, and that's obviously these guys are known for making some of the best magic gimmicks in the world. And that obviously implies that he's going to be using some sort of gimmick. It's not going to be some real, down-to-earth magic. So that is kind of a gimme right there, that he's probably using some sort of gimmick, and that is still, what I think. So at this point, obviously, I think the real question is, what is the gimmick that he's using, okay? Obviously, we all know that, he's got to be using a gimmick because he's performing up on stage, not in front of the judges, and at the same time, he does work for a gimmick company. So, what is the gimmick? That's the big question. And one of the theories is that this board is actually a screen. Now, this is a digital screen that is projecting digital coins, which allows the, the coins to appear and disappear as, Will, wants them to. Now, this is a very powerful idea, and at the end of the video, we actually do have some times within the trick where you guys can check it out, and you'll basically be able to see exactly where we're looking at here. But you can actually see coins appearing and disappearing, at random times. There are times where he actually doesn't cover the coins with the card quick enough, and you can actually see the coin disappearing or appearing. So it does make it seem like this could be a digital screen that allows him to make this happen. However, at the end of the trick, he actually lifts up legitimate rose petals, and he actually does have real coins that he uses with the trick. So that theory basically completely goes away, because it wouldn't be possible if, to do this trick if he was using, some sort of digital screen. So what is the solution? The solution is very simple, and it's actually a board which is not a screen, but is actually a table with flip compartments that can, be open and closed upon command. Now, these commands, they could be various commands, obviously, and it could be controlled with, various things, such as magnets, or even, an assistant who's standing on the side watching the trick, as Will is performing it. Now, these flip compartments basically allow things to appear and disappear, as Will wants them to, because all he has to do is place his coins and his objects right on top of the compartment, and he can make it disappear in a snap. Now, obviously, it could be controlled by magnets, and, a lot of the times, because it is black, you can't even see the compartments, and where they are at the time. So a lot of the times he actually covers the compartment with the card, and they actually do open and close. And that could be another aspect, is that you might be able to hear the compartments open and close, which is why he has to do it on the stage rather than right in front of the spectator. So now, it is important to understand this, because flip compartments, they're used in so many different parts of Magic. Obviously, I've known magic tricks with gimmicks. I know little kids who have like flip compartment magic tricks, that are created just for them. So obviously, this could definitely be a simple idea, for Will to use this idea. So obviously, a lot of people do think that this could be a digital screen. Now, and I personally thought that it was a digital screen as well. But I quickly dismissed this idea because I think I looked in the comment section, especially, how is it possible for him to actually lift up legitimate coins and lift up legitimate rose petals if it was digital. Now obviously, everybody saw coins appear and disappear because, he was just waving his hands around and coins were going all over the place and everybody's like, it's just a screen. But honestly, it wouldn't be possible because there has to be real coins there. So the only solution is actually for there to be flip compartments, because that will actually allow him to lift up legitimate coins as they appear or disappear. And again, this could be controlled by an assistant who's watching the trick, or it could even be controlled by magnets. Now, the assistant idea isn't that far-fetched. Now, let's think about this for a little bit. The timing in terms of opening and closing the compartments is going to be extremely difficult. Now, this can be done with a remote control. It could be done with, like even a smartphone or whatever is used to control it. Now, obviously, we all know Will Tsai. He works for Sandspines. He makes gimmicks. He probably made this table suitable for his trick. So I don't know how it's controlled. But it could be controlled by some sort of digital, remote control, or something of the sorts that allows someone to make press a button, and actually a certain compartment will open or close as he wants it to. So obviously, you notice that there is music. Obviously, this is something that Shin Lim does. He uses music a lot in his magic, and obviously, he has to make his trick flow with the music. So if he can make his trick flow with the music in terms of his timing, the person who's controlling the compartments with the remote control could do the same. He knows when this part of the song comes up, he's got to open this compartment, close this compartment. And like I said, at the end of the video, we do have certain points of time in the video that you could actually see certain things happening. So there are actually flaws, and obviously it couldn't be perfect. Now, let's get straight to the magnet idea. Now, magnets could easily be placed, within the cards he uses. Now, if you didn't notice, the cards were actually bent slightly. And a lot of points, he actually put, like, when they were curved, he would put the lower part of the curve on top of the coin. So the magnet, if it was in the card, could make a direct contact with the coins, okay? Or the compartment, I should say, that, allows the compartment to open and close. Now, obviously, magnets have, evolved in so many different ways. Obviously, magnets, you can get really small magnets nowadays that are practically invisible. These could have been anywhere in his hands. Obviously, like I said, if he was up close performing this trick to everybody, it would be really easy for people to see these magnets, which is why he has to do it on stage. And it would also be easy for them to see the compartments. So that is extremely important to understand, is that he could have magnets in his hands, but nobody would know because everybody's sitting so far away. And not only is, the trick being shown basically on a screen, like, on stage basically, but everybody's sitting a solid 100 feet away from the screen. So people can't pay attention to certain details. And even we couldn't see a lot of the flaws within the trick, and we were literally staring right at our phones and right at the video. So it is really important to understand that he could have magnets anywhere. So if you didn't know, black is a magician's favorite color. Now, this is for many different reasons. Obviously, I'm sure you guys have seen the black top hat, black cloak, and all that kind of stuff. So it is really important to a magician because this is actually known as the black art principle, which actually it's a magician's principle that actually implies that things can't be seen when you're using the color black. And obviously, he does have a black board, which makes it very hard to see if there are even compartments that are opening or closing, and let alone everybody's looking at it through a camera. So people, they literally, I'm not sure if you saw the video, but someone from AGT, one of the staff members, they actually had to record it with a camera, which would display to everybody on some sort of screen. So everybody's looking so far away, they don't even know what's happening. But obviously, if you use the color white, it would be a little bit, a lot easier to actually notice if there was compartments or magnets or anything like that. So the color black is very important to note that this is actually known as the black art principle. Now, really quick, we do want to supply you guys some proof. So here on your screen, you're going to see times in the video. Now, these are going to be for a specific video, okay? Because this might not match, these times might not match the exact video that you're watching. So click the link down below and you can check this for yourself. They're all in front of you. At 2 minutes, you can see the third coin appears before he even sets the card down. So at that point, you know it is a compartment. Same thing, 2:11, you see that coin disappear. Same thing later. As you go later into the trick, okay, you can actually see, sort of, if you zoom in and put in slow motion, you can actually see the compartment close. Obviously, I can't show you right now, but you guys should definitely check that out. Zoom in, put it in slow motion, that last time right there, and you'll definitely see a compartment open and close. Now, we do want to hear what you guys think. Obviously, everybody, I'm sure, I even read the comments myself. Everybody thought that it was going to be some sort of digital screen that was allowing Will to perform this trick, okay? But at the same time, it didn't make any sense because he did have legitimate coins. So how does he make a legitimate coin on the table disappear? It has to be some sort of compartment. Now, obviously, everybody, I'm sure you have your own ideas in terms of how this trick is done. Feel free to let us know down in the comment section. We really want to hear your opinions. Now, this is our first time revealing a trick in this method. Usually we just set up our camera on our card mat. So let us know what you guys prefer. Do you guys prefer this where we type out words and talk to you guys? Or would you guys prefer music? Just let us know down below. Obviously, we want to make this experience, perfect for you guys as well. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and peace out.